Hello everybody, Sapphire right here. Instead of Realms today, we're doing another update video. I'm sorry. Here I was hoping I didn't need to do one until the end of the March, or mid-March, I don't know. But apparently I have to do it here. So, first off, I've been slowly ingraining to Steven's brain that we do need to be recording 2 weeks ahead. For reasons of, I can't really, it's not really good for me to work on uploading the video the week of it uploading. So being a week ahead, bare minimum has been what we've been doing, which has been not the greatest feeling for me. And then Steven got sick. And then, well, I think he's mostly better. He has family over, so he's not free. And we were only a week ahead. And when he got sick, it was the week before I needed Realms and 7 Days to Die for this week. So there's no Realms or 7 Days to Die this week. Instead, we have an update video for today. Tomorrow will be a Tales of Rosie video where I designed some bust versions of Hazel's future litters, as in there's 2 litters for me to design, plus Star's parents, and Tansy's descendant that sires Storm and Star's first litter. And I have a squeaking cat. What do you want? I don't know what my cat wants. But, on top of that, I do want to do more Tales of Rosie videos, so the video for whatever Saturday is also supposed to be for 7 Days to Die. I might also make that Tales of Rosie on top of that, depending if I have content for that, or I might just skip it. Because I'm tempted to say for the rest of February, there won't be any more multiplayer, and then we could just continue in March. But there's no guarantee for that. Maybe Steven will feel better for the weekends and we can record the following week, aka next week's videos and the following. That's dependent on him. Otherwise, I'll figure something else out. Maybe I will use my mini backlog of Ranch Simulator, because I have 7 videos of that that just been sitting. I just need to make a quick little intro stating that the first 7 videos were recorded before the 17th update, because February 17th Ranch Sim updates and also gets a DLC apparently. A lot of people are not fully happy about that. It just makes me think of Ark Survival Evolved / Ascended, because I'm pretty sure Ark Survival Evolved was still early access when Scorched Earth came out. Granted, I didn't start playing until after it left early access, I think. All I remember is Ark Survival Evolved was $60 when I paid for it. And then I waited for Ark Survival Ascended to go on sale before I even considered it. And I made myself wait for it to be on a good sale and not the permanent 33% sale where it's like $35. But I can ramble about Ark anytime. If you guys want me to ramble about Ark, or even do an Ark video, let me know. Maybe I will do that. Granted, currently I'm limited to single player because I don't have a server. And there's no way I'm doing a train with server currently. First struggling while keeping up with the current videos, there's no point in adding another game that's multiplayer on top of that. Raft videos will not be affected, or any other video that we have recorded ahead of time. Like, technically speaking, I know for a fact what we're doing for game night. I just already have that set for Left 4 Dead 2 instead, just so I could get hit. Because the hope was that I was gonna get some things done, like earlier this week. If this had not happened, where I'm recording stuff the week of because Steven's not available, I would have been done with solo videos for February. Now I'm not. I might make it so the modded Monday stuff is just modded adventures until I'm certain he's back. So maybe I'll fix the schedule because those couldn't change anyways in March. Make that change actually happen in March. Maybe. I don't know. Another change is I'm going to become more busy starting February 25th. Therefore, starting from the 25th onward, I'm going to find out if my schedule that I've made is too much and if I need to cut down on things or if I can keep up on it, because I'm good at trying to keep ahead on solo vids. Dog Spy should be free in a month or two, by April at the latest, hopefully. And then it's just a matter of his work schedule versus my work schedule, and when Steven gets a job, because he's not employed right now, if his work schedule on top of whatever busyness he has with his family will determine how much multiplayer stuff we do together, and if Raph will leave every other week and become weekly. I know Dogspray wants to do Farm Sim. I need to learn how to drive vehicles. Like, here's my one issue with Farm Sim. Here I'm thinking of traditional farming and maybe ramping up into industrial farming after a certain point. What Farming Sim is, at least for, was it 22? It's industrial farming, which is where you're using the big vehicles, which is weird to me. Because when I think of farming, my thought doesn't instantly go to the industrial level of the big tractors. My big issue really is just remembering the controls and learning how to drive the vehicles. I suck at driving vehicles. Ranch Sim will be somewhere on the schedule. I don't know if me and Dogspy will acknowledge the DLC or not. That's coming up to him. And even then, I don't think we're both gonna immediately buy it when it comes out. I don't think either of us will. Maybe a few months after it comes out, maybe. If we buy it at all. It just depends on how we feel about it. Because I understand the complaints about the game isn't finished, it's still in early access, and you're asking for DLCs. And they're acting like... And the thing is, it's probably that the company needs more funding to do what they want for the game. And I can understand that. I can. But they need to be transparent about it. Like, for instance, what was it? The people who do Don't Starve and / Don't Starve Together and Oxygen Not Included, when they did the roadmaps for some of the character updates a while back, they admitted that, hey, if you want us to keep doing little free updates, we kind of need the money for the DLC, people to pay for the DLCs. And Wolf Quest does the same thing where they're like, hey, free up, if you want to pay and help us a little bit more, that'd be great. And we're just going to continue doing free updates for the base game. So, sure, some maps are DLC. I think some coats are, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Makes sense to me. And or at least they're transparent about it. So that's why Ranch Sim's a bit weird. They're not really being transparent. I'm very tempted to pop on their Discord just to ask, is the roadmap, and are you fixing the bug where the dog will just randomly wander off and not eat a full bowl of food and basically starve to death? Because that was my first experience with a dog, with Dog Spy, and that was not long after the horses came out. So yeah. And if they want suggestions, that's great. I can suggest them one thing like wild meat jerky. People like jerky. That's something you can make. Granted, there's a fine line between ranch and farm. The biggest difference is ranches are more focused on livestock and farms are more focused on plants. That's the big difference. I acknowledge that. But one thing I noticed when playing Ranch Sim that's weird to me, we can make grain slash wheat or whatever, but it's not to fill the animal granary, which is weird. I would have thought it was for the granary, and the way it was worded kind of the granary. So maybe I'll ask on their Discord if I go on their Discord. I don't know if I will. I might, if I can handle it, do more clan gen. Maybe if I do more clan gen, it'll mostly be me going back in and taking a screenshot of the cat and drawing it in the Tales of Rosie template. And the distinction will be short hairs will become long hairs and long hairs will become fluffy. That could be how I do the distinction. And maybe the cat will become a cat in Tales of Rosie, or maybe I'll make it adopt or something. But yeah. Schedule, expect changes, especially come March into April. The Modded Monday schedule is going to change, where Mod Adventures is weekly, and then I'm trying to remember what was I alternating. This is why I should look at my Excel sheet when talking. Let me go back to the center and look at my Excel sheet so I can tell you how things are roughly changing. Last Days of Humanity, and if we still do Sky Factory, will alternate each Monday, but Modded Adventures will be weekly if nothing changes. And if Steven can keep up with it, my random Tuesdays are going to be his mod pack, Modded Misadventures. Modded Minecraft Misadventures, to be more accurate. Universum, at some point, is ending. I did record episode 45, and that's the episode I actually admitted. Whenever I hit the point of, yeah, we're done, we're completed and whatnot, that's when Universum is gonna end and go on a hiatus, because I feel like further I got in, more negative I started being about it. Like, I enjoy the game, I really do. It's just waiting for the freaking factories to produce the materials is ridiculous. I need a minimum of 2+ factories to actually get a decent amount of said resource. Let me see. I think I have like 4 sawmills and then 4 forestries just to keep the wood actually at a decent level. 4. And the thing is, I don't want to have a lot of factories because the place where I'm going is supposed to be eco-friendly, and more factories equals more pollution, is how my mindset usually goes. And that means I'm not being eco-friendly, and I'm being more resource intensive. Also, I do look at the Steam pages occasionally on games just for help. And the thing is, because the one thing I have never done is acknowledge a space stage, because yes, they have a little bit of a space stage. What I've heard about it isn't great. They say, people have said, one, the resources they don't tell you you need is stuff to actually get buildings started. Because the first thing the Nuggets are going to want to do are build houses. Instead, they want you to bring something else. And it's very intensive on fuel from what I've been told. And the thing is, I'm not creating that much fuel. Going back to the point of, I would need to make more factories. And if I have to make more factories, I'm also going to need to probably do more than 2 oil pumps at a time and gas mains at a time, which isn't great. Like, episode 45, spoiler alert, I have maxed out everything. Unless I miss something, I have unlocked everything I can unlock according to the science tree. I don't know what's gonna replace Universe Sim when I take it off the roster. It might be Farm Sim, it might be Ranch Sim. Something else might not even replace it. It might be that I lessen the amount of score and shit, and only one thing per the week can be done. Each thing can only do once per week or whatnot. I don't know. As I said, my schedule's changing. I'm gonna start, because I'm gonna be working pretty soon. So I don't even know if my schedule is going to be looking like. So yeah. So YouTube schedule might change again. I might actually produce a little bit less. I'll probably still have most of the week covered, even if I do cut down on videos. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Steven. I do know I'm talking to him, and I think it's slowly getting through his head that why I want certain things to be certain ways. And I know he knows I'm upset with him in that sense of, because he kept putting off recording. I kept asking him to record with me and do the 2 games I needed. Instead, he wanted to play Left 4 Dead, which I did record a video with him, and fail, because he put on normal mode when we were both struggling on easy. I know I was doing a slightly better job than him, but it's not a game I play often enough for me to be experienced in, and I knew that we weren't ready for normal mode if we're struggling on easy mode. And as Team Roman put it, we need to get good. And I know I'm not great at games. I don't expect myself to be some PvP god or anything. So I will talk to Steven, because there's some things that have irked me for a while and been bothering me. Because one, sometimes it feels like he doesn't even want to do YouTube, but at the same time, he changed his YouTube, he changed his Discord, and a lot of his game icons to be Deadra YouTube. Like he wants it, but he doesn't want to do the work for it. Kind of deals what I kind of get a feel for sometimes. And the thing is, half the time he doesn't want to record. Like I can understand wanting to watch anime. I always want to watch anime. Anime is fun and good. But if we want to upload to YouTube and potentially become official YouTubers eventually, then we need to put in the work. I'm not asking him to do the same exact full week schedule as I do. I'm just asking him to record the stuff that we're doing together for multiplayer when I need it to some degree. But yeah, I've been rambling too long, and this has taken 3 times for me to get done. So, next episode, Tales of Rozzy, Hazel Kittens being designed, as well as a look at the already designed kittens. We get to meet and maybe name her adopted kitten from Star. I might go into video the context behind why she is an adopted kitten, and I'll go over why I'm showing 5 litters and whatnot, and how I got what I got in that video. I don't know if I'm gonna quickly have something replace Realms for the remaining 2 to 3 videos for this month for Realms. And the same for not Left 4 Dead. 7 Days to Die. I might just throw Wrench him, and it partly depends if Steven, before the weekend, finds himself free and wants to record. If he does, then great, we can get back to getting ahead, and then this week is just a blip. If not, it might just be we're waiting till March before Realms and everything else returns, which kind of peeves me off. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!